Hey guys, welcome back to A Complicated Melody. I have finally my favorites of 2010/December. They kind of all go together. It didn't make sense to make two different videos, so I'm just going to do my favorites of 2010. And this is my 10 most favorite of 2010. Why? Because if I don't limit myself, this would be like a 30-minute video and we'd be here all day. So I'm just going to give you my top 10. So that really forced me to pick the things that I just feel like I could not live without in 2010. So this is all the good stuff. This is the top of the top of the top of the list. So the first thing I'll show you is my black soap. This is by Shea Moisture, which is at Target, and one bar was $5. However, this is only half of it. I keep one half in my shower, one half on my sink. I use it every time I wash my face, just about. And sometimes I use this just by itself, like in the morning. I don't have any makeup, so I'm just doing a good wash of any oils that come out. And black soap has just really helped me control my skin this year. Earlier this year, I was definitely having issues with breakouts and I guess adult acne. I don't know what you want to call it, but it was just getting a little out of hand, and so I really started looking into what I could find, good products to help control it. And black soap had come up many times, and so I finally found this one at Target, and I picked it up and haven't been the same since. My skin has been so much more clear, so much more moisturized. Even though I have oily skin, you still need moisture for your skin. That's a big myth about oily skin, is that you don't need moisture, and you still need moisture. And this doesn't like dry my skin out. My skin feels so soft after using it, so I love this. It smells so good. The other issue that I had was cystic acne. That was really the biggest breakout issue that I was having. Cystic acne is like the worst. I hated it. I hate it still. But luckily I have not had a major breakout in months since using Mario Badescu's buffering lotion. I picked this up at Ulta. I went to Ulta, they gave me a little sample, and I kind of held on to it until I had a cystic breakout, and I used it, and it's not always going to just clear it up overnight, but if you have had cystic acne, you know that's like one of the most annoying, painful types of acne, because you really can't do anything about it. You can't really, like, you definitely don't want to try to pick at it, because it's just going to make it worse, because it sits very much under the skin as opposed to on top of your skin like a regular pimple would. So you can't really do much to get rid of it. Sometimes it just never will like form a head, which I think is the most disgusting. I really hate talking about acne, but if you've seen my skincare video, I will link an annotation to that so you can see my skincare video, and it's not much has changed. The products are pretty much the same, and this is one of the things that really help clear up that cystic acne. And like I said, I have not had a breakout in months. I still use it for regular breakouts. Whenever I start to see my skin breaking out, I still use this, and it helps. So this is the Mary Kay oil-free makeup remover. It says eye makeup remover, but you can also use it for like your lips. If you're using any lipstick that kind of stains, or like a 24-hour or a 16-hour, 12-hour, whatever those long-lasting lipsticks, this will get it off. It's hands down my favorite. I have used a whole lot of different products, but this one I always come back to. It works like magic for me. Like, it just gets everything off, and even waterproof stuff. So this is like my second bottle in 2010, and luckily my mother sells this stuff, so if you need it, she can hook you up. But when I went home for Christmas, she hooked me up with another bottle. Thank goodness, because as you can see, I'm almost out. So number 4, and these are not in any order, but number 4 is Shadow Insurance, Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This primer, it hands down has been the best primer. So there are a lot of different primers out there. I wouldn't say that, you know, one is like horrible or anything like that. This just happens to be like the best one, because I do have primer potion that I use all the time. I have the e.l.f. one, I have the NYX, I have all kinds of primers, and the main function of a primer I still think is very important for when you put on your makeup. But Too Faced Shadow Insurance has been the best for me, and I do have oily lids, so I see when I use this, my eyeshadow looks, you know, just like I put it on freshly. A lot of times I come home from work, and when I use Too Faced Shadow Insurance, it looks like I just applied it. So I definitely think this one is the winner in 2010. So number 5 is my Clarisonic Plus. This is like the dark horse. I got this in December, early December, and I am absolutely in love with this. If you think that you are getting all your makeup off, this will show you you're probably not. I, you know, like everybody, wash my face, rewash my face, and then, you know, I think that I got everything off, and then I use my Clarisonic, and I'm still finding makeup, and I'm like, where did all this stuff come from? So this really gets it clean. After you use it, your skin just feels so great. And so I haven't done a full review on this. I will, but it is a favorite in 2010. So the number 6 would be Maybelline Falsies. I love this mascara. When it first came out, it got a lot of raves, it got a lot of boos, but for me, it is my favorite. And the great thing about this is that it's even cheaper. I think when it first came out, it was more around the $7 range. If you go to Walmart or Target, this is only like $5, which is great because mascara is one of those things that really, you don't get a lot of shelf life out of it. Because they dry up. I mean, it's just the nature of mascara. So for $5, I'm a little bit more, you know, I'm happy to go get another bottle, you know, 2 months later, as opposed to, you know, something 3 times that price. So this I use just about every day. So number 7 would be my Dior Shimmer Powder in Amber Diamond. Look at that. So pretty. This is probably one of the most expensive products I purchased. It was $44, but it was a birthday present to myself. I really splurged and spoiled myself with this because it's so amazing. And you know, if you ever looking to spoil yourself on something, this is just so great. I use this highlighter. You guys seen it in so many tutorials. I love it. Number 8. I'm going to cheat a bit because this is number 8, but it's 3 things for number 8. But what it is Urban Decay palettes. Urban Decay palettes have been such a huge winner this year. I just think that it's one of the best deals is buying palettes because you get the much more product for less than you would buying, you know, the shadows individually. And so Urban Decay is one of the few brands that I think of that, you know, on the higher end, put together palettes that help you save on cost. That is so much more of a deal. So the first one is the black palette, and I went back and forth about this one. I'm so glad I got it. It's so amazing. These colors are amazing, and these are just basically blackened versions of their colors. So you get like a blackened blue, olive, green, purple, and charcoal, and then you get this matte black. So this just happens to be one of my favorite palettes of 2010, and it's great for smoky eyes. So on the other end of the spectrum, you guys have seen this. This is the Urban Decay Naked palette. This palette was such a hot commodity. It is a permanent palette. It's not limited edition. So I know I tweeted about this maybe a week ago that Sephora had more in. So check your local Sephora. Check Sephora.com. They should be having some more in because they had to produce some more because it just sold out like crazy. I actually had to call a different store in a different city and have it shipped to me because I wanted it so bad. So I did get it. The shadows are so amazing. I've done a full review on it. And it's amazing. It's just good stuff. And even though the colors are more subdued than typical Urban Decay palettes that are usually known for their bright colors, they're still great quality products, and the colors are so nice to have. And you actually can do a lot more with this palette than you probably think. And you can create everything from a smoky eye to the most neutral eye with this palette. The other palette was the Urban Decay Book of Shadows 3. I was one of those lucky people that was able to order it the day it came out online, and it sold out like ridiculous. I don't even know how quick. It was ridiculous how fast it sold out. But they, I've still seen them some in stores. When I was in Ulta for Christmas, they still had a couple, so you can still probably find this if you really, really want it. And the colors are so amazing. I've done a couple of tutorials with it. You've seen this palette before. I've done a review of it. So I just love this palette. The colors are really, really great. It was $54, which is a little bit more than the other ones. But you did get a limited edition 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Ransom, which is a limited edition color, I think. And then you got the typical Zero and a little bitty primer potion. So, yeah, Urban Decay palettes, they get a best of 2010. Number 9 on my list is the Duo Fiber brush. And this happens to be just a Sigma one. I have an NYX one. I even have one from Walmart that was $5. So it's really more about the functionality of a Duo Fiber brush that I love, that I really, really, really fell in love with in 2010. These are great from everything from highlighting to blushing to even foundation. I know so many people who use their Duo Fiber brushes for so many different purposes. I think it's one of the most versatile brushes that you can have. And so if you don't have a Duo Fiber brush, I would invest in one, especially for blush. Especially if you have like a highly pigmented blush and you don't want it to come off too heavy. This is one of those brushes that's great so that you can kind of build it up, as well as just like highlighting your face or putting powder all over your face if you're going for like a glowing look and you want to use this to put, whatever you're using to give you that glow all over. It just gives you the ability to really build whatever you're using up, as opposed to, putting on too much too fast and it be too heavy, and then that's not good either. So, Duo Fiber brush gets number 9 in 2010. Lastly, number 10 is the Makeup Forever High Def Powder. This powder, as you can see, has been highly used. Definitely a favorite of 2010. I just think that for a translucent powder, is one of the best ones out there. It gives you a great flawless look when you use it all over. I use it to set my foundation. I think it's a lot more weightless, and so I really love it. This is good stuff, and this is, $30, but as far as the price for the amount of product, it took me a good year, over a year, to even get to this. So $30 for every year is not bad, and so yeah, I'm on my way to get another one of these. So that's my top 10 of 2010. On my blog, acomplicatedmelody.com, I will list a couple of other honorable mentions, because I think there are so many good products out there that I want to share with you guys that, I use all the time that you may not know or see in tutorials, but they've definitely been in other favorite videos and things like that. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.